Hi, I'm Rochelle from Iowa. Please like and subscribe. I was just a baby when Mom and Dad divorced, and growing up, my mom was pretty much my whole world. We did everything together, walking our dogs, swimming, and reading on rainy days. Once Mom took me to the playground and kids were playing hopscotch. I wanted to join them, but I didn't know how. So I started crying until Mom picked me up and started jumping and playing. Some kids laughed, some stared, and some begged their moms to hold them. The moms didn't like that and glared at us. But Mom didn't care. She jumped harder, and we fell badly on the ground. I got bruises on my face, and Mom broke her leg. Some moms came running to help us, and I swear some of them were laughing. Mean witches. I wanted to punch them, but I was too little. And yeah, Mom and I were inseparable. And as a kid, I was really shy and had a hard time making friends. I would just sit on the sidelines watching other children play. But whenever someone tried to talk to me, I'd just freeze. Do you want to play kickball with us, Rochelle? Just forget it. I did well in school, but every year I got a little more lonely. By the time I was 8, everyone treated me like I was invisible. Some teachers didn't even know my name. Once our math teacher was absent, so the other class's teacher came to fill in her place for the day. She was old and grumpy, and she smelled like Home Depot. When she saw me, she said, "Oh my God, did someone bring their sister to school again? For the 1000th time, don't bring your relatives to school they don't attend. This is not a BTS concert. Give me your mom's number. I'm calling her to pick you up right now." I swear I don't get paid enough to do this. But I'm the school... Excuse me? Then some of my classmates interfered and told her that I attended this school. She wasn't convinced until I swore on my grandma's grave. And then she checked the class list and left me alone. Duh, I'd been going to the same school since kindergarten. The only people who knew I existed were the mean kids who loved to pick on me. I never understood why, but I guess it was because I was an easy target and wouldn't fight them back. They'd be stealing my lunch, calling me a ghost and whatnot. I don't understand what I did wrong. They're always giggling when they see me. Is it my hair? Mom, do I smell? Wait, is it my big nose? No, duckling, you are perfect. Sometimes kids are just mean. Don't give up though. In time, they'll see the real you. This went on for 5 years, but when I turned 13, I swore it would end. I needed to find a way to make friends and get the other kids to leave me alone. If they didn't like who I was, I'd just have to change. I talked my mom into taking me on a shopping spree. I changed my whole style. New shoes, a new jacket, even clip-on earrings because I didn't have my ears pierced. My mom wouldn't let me dye my hair, so I got a new haircut instead. But when I went to school the next day, well, you could say the outcome was disappointing. Ew, who are you supposed to be? Who, me? This is just how I dress. Well, stop it. You look like a weirdo. And just like that, my confidence was shattered. Julie, the most popular girl in my school, hated how I looked. I felt so stupid. I waited for the end of the day, then ran home and cried in my room. But then I had a moment of realization. What does Julie have that I don't? If she can be so popular, I can too. Fine, if a new look wasn't enough, I'd just have to do something more extreme. I'd be like Julie. I made a list of everything she did, the food she ate, the movies she talked about, the sports she played. Don't ask me how I got all this info. Shy kids have their ways. Shy kids are the scariest. Don't be a shy kid. If I couldn't get friends by being myself, I was ready to fake it till I made it. 3 weeks later, I sat down at the popular girls' table in the cafeteria. Everyone stared at me. I was panicking. Julie loved volleyball. I wanted to talk about it to win her over. Volleyball. Volley, according to the Oxford Dictionary, means a lot of bullets, stones, etc. that are fired or thrown at the same time. Ball. Well, it's kind of the same thing, but not a bullet or a stone or etc. and not thrown at the same time. Everyone at the table was looking at me like I had 2 heads. Someone get this freak away from me? Okay, I needed a new plan. So I spent the whole summer planning, and after much thinking, I knew what I had to do. I would pretend to have spent the summer in Italy. I even practiced an Italian accent. No one else from my school had ever been to Italy. They would have to think I was cool. On the first day back from summer break, the homeroom teacher called on me, and I knew this was my chance to show off my new accent. I'm here.
Since when do you talk like that?
Oh, this? I spent the summer in Italy. Julie burst out laughing behind me. No, you didn't, you little liar. Brittany saw you in the library. You're lying about going on vacation. Oh yeah, that's a new one. Thank God you didn't work in a zoo during the summer break. Imagine how you'd be talking now. Who lies about going on vacation? Someone whose mom died. I couldn't believe I said it, but it was too late to take it back. Julie stopped laughing, and everyone got quiet. The teacher was busy at his desk and didn't notice. Wow, I'm sorry, Rochelle. Sam was comforting me? I didn't remember the last time she'd even spoken to me. Yeah, I'm sorry too. I didn't know. Do you want to, sit with me at lunch or something? Sure, I guess that'd be okay. I didn't know why I said that. I just panicked. But suddenly, I had a spot at the popular girls' table. Kids who had always bullied me were now fighting over who got to buy me lunch. I'd gone from being the most hated girl in my school to being the most loved one overnight. Everyone was sympathizing with me and wanted me to feel better. Not wanting to lose all the attention, Julie took me under her wing and started acting like a big sister to me. We hung out between classes and she even walked me home after school. So, who's taking care of you now that your mom's, gone? My aunt is looking after me for now. I'll probably have to move in with her later. Her house is even bigger than my mom's, and she has a pool. Not that I'm okay enough to swim and have fun. I'm still sad, but I thought it was worth mentioning that she had a pool. I ran inside before Julie could ask any more questions. My mom was in the kitchen cooking spaghetti. Oh, hi, Rochelle. How was school? Sorry, Mom. Can't talk now. Lots of homework. I locked myself in my room and tried to catch my breath. How could I have lied about that? And about my mom of all people? But I couldn't go back now. Everyone would hate me even more than they did before. Even my mom would hate me. I would just have to keep pretending my mom had died, forever if I had to. What I was about to do was crazy, but what choice did I have? It's okay. It'll be worth it. The next day, everyone at school was nice to me. Kids gave me their snacks and even offered to do my homework for me. All I had to do was walk around looking gloomy, and they did the rest. Teachers at my school were always super busy, so none of them even noticed what was going on. So, what happened? I mean, how did she pass away? Was she sick or something? The whole table got quiet. Julie elbowed Sam, but you could tell she wanted to know too. Luckily, I was prepared. I handed Sam something I'd made on my computer the night before. It was a fake obituary with an old picture of my mom and everything. I had just copied one from a newspaper and changed a couple of things. All the kids leaned closer to read it. Sudden illness? That's awful, Rochelle. Really awful. I can't imagine my mom dying. How are you keeping it together? Well, having friends like you helps a lot. Everyone gave me a group hug, but all I could think about was how bad lying felt. I had never meant for things to get so out of hand, but now I was trapped. Maybe if I just lied well enough, everything would work out okay. That night at dinner, I was bursting to tell Mom everything, but I couldn't. I got invited to go roller skating with Julie and her friends. Oh, Duckling, that's wonderful. Do you want me to drop you off at her house or… No! Rochelle, is everything all right? Everything's fine. I just feel like walking. What's been going on with you? You've been acting strange recently, hiding things and having outbursts. I'm worried about you. I'm okay, really. I'd love to meet some of your new friends. You will, Mom, just not yet. The better things got at school, the worse they got at home. Pretending my mom abandoned me was stressful, especially since I had to face her at home after. I started yelling at the littlest things, storming off, and even throwing stuff. I knew I was acting crazy, but I couldn't stop. 2 weeks passed, and still no one had found out. It was getting harder and harder to keep track of all my lies. The popular kids' table was starting to feel like a prison. How come you never invite us over to your house? It was always just me and my mom there. I'm just not ready to have anyone else in it. But your aunt's there, right? Oh, right. Yeah, I'm close with my aunt. I call her Tito. Her name is Time, poor thing. Mom is luckier. Was luckier. Her name's Date. But yeah, I'm trying to adapt to the new situation. I can't believe they still make you go to school for you. No, don't do that. I need school. It helps distract me. And I've already talked to the principal anyway. The week after was Julie's birthday, and she threw a huge party at her house. Half the school was there, even some parents and teachers who were friends with Julie's parents. I was laughing and joking with some of the other girls when I saw Julie start to do a speech. I want to thank everyone for being here to celebrate, especially my best friend, Rochelle. It's so sad that it took your mother's death for us to become friends, but I'm so glad to know you now. Her mother's what? I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. There was my mother, standing at the back of the crowd. How had she heard about the party? Who had told her? This couldn't be happening. Excuse me, are you her mom? Yes. Rochelle, do you want to explain what's going on? Oh, wow. That's very MSA. Everyone stared at me. I wanted to disappear. People were talking, but all I heard was buzzing. Julie was saying something and pointing at me. Then my mother grabbed me by the arm and led me out of the party. She didn't say anything until we were driving back to our house. You need to explain yourself. I broke down. Everything that had happened swept over me at once, and I told my mother everything. I'm so sorry, Mom. I don't know why I lied. I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm so sorry. My mother was quiet for a long time, just driving. When she finally looked at me, there were tears in her eyes. It breaks my heart that you were in so much pain and couldn't tell me. You're my daughter, and I only want what's best for you. I wish I had known that you were so lonely. I know you didn't mean for all this to happen. Now, you have to fix things. I didn't sleep at all that night. I was so scared to see Julie and everyone else at school. But when I got there, no one teased me. The only people who talked to me at all were my teachers. Everyone else ignored me, just like I was 8 years old again. I was sitting alone at my old lunch table when Julie joined me. None of the other popular girls followed. You don't have to pretend to like me anymore. I was never pretending, Rochelle. I do like you. I tried to tell you at the party, but your mom dragged you away before I could. Why would you even talk to me after what I did? I lied to you. I faked about my mom leaving me, even though she's the best mom in the world. I'm crazy. You aren't crazy. You're lonely. And the cure for loneliness is a friend. A real one this time. You'll stop being popular if you hang out with me. There are more important things than popularity. You really want to be my friend? Yeah, I do.